Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance, and professional development. As for current time of 8:51 a.m. on Eastern Time, Ethereum currently $1,966, about 0.24% so far. Respect over crypto market and the equity market on this, Tuesday morning so far. We're kind of leaning more of a downward side of the spectrum with respect to the Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq, all down respectively. Seems like some of the tech stocks and consumer stocks are dipping, driving from Snapchat, which basically has dove by 32%. And with respect to why it has dropped by this much is because seems like subscription for this company is slowly declining due to heightened competition, but also with respect to their economical outlook going forward. With respect to the overall tech shake-off that we've been experiencing so far. Basically, collectively, I think on average, a lot of tech stocks has been down about 60 to 75% so far during this correctional, experience that we've been enduring for quite some time now. And with respect to the other side of the spectrum on consumer side, ANF, which is Abercrombie and Fitch, which used to be extremely hot back in the early 2000s, but obviously with respect to its racial slur and also its lack of diversity inclusion, and the retail landscape is highly competitive. It was more of like a hype and kind of faded subsequently. It also dropped by 32% after the retailer posted a significant loss and offered a much weaker guidance than expected than Wall Street. And also with respect to the oil prices, seems like it's spiking slightly, incrementally, hovering back up above $111, while at the same time on the 10-year yields is dipping down to 2.82. So today's sell-off across the equity market and the crypto market is not driven by the yields, but is driven by the negative foreshadow from the Snapchat earnings miss that subsequently drove a 32% deep dive on this one. And with respect to the crypto market, we could see across the spectrum as a mixed bag. You could see a lot of the altcoin are being hindered, while the key coins like Ethereum and Bitcoin are both sustaining nicely. Still sustaining a consolidated level around the magnetic level that I've identified, which is the consolidated substantive level. So without wasting more time, let's just dive right into it. With respect to recording time of 8:53 a.m. on the Eastern Time, Ethereum is at the 1965 at the moment, just below obviously the 1995, which is the real substantive level. And if we crack below further down, we'll go back to 1860. If we go back up, we'll be 2150. Right, so still zigzagging. So remember the swing trade methodology that we applied before is to look out for the bounce levels, right? 2150, 1860. In between the levels, this would be 2000, right? And clearly, we saw that green pressure, 24 or 36 hours ago. But you could see that the golden cross, despite it crossed up, it was not something that was sustainable, nor does it demand a huge inertia because of the fact that it's relatively flat and elongated. At the same time, it's been just kind of dead in the water every single time we try to get up to be close to about 49 out of 70, which is on the cusp of breaking 50. You get canceled out, right? So there's a lack of buying pressure nor selling pressure. So that's why it's been very tough, stagnant so far. And respect to Bitcoin, oops, don't know what happened. Sorry about that. I don't know what is happening. I think my computer is like acting crazy. You see my screen? It's like, I don't know what is happening. I think my parents were borrowing it last night, and I think they were watching like drama or something, and they forgot to turn it off or something. They were using this like for the Apple TV, and they synchronized it, and I think they just kept it on overnight, so it's been on for like the last 15 hours so far. So sorry for the technical difficulty. So so for Bitcoin, we are still levitating around the 30,500. So just so if we break below, we gotta go back down to 28,500. If we go further down than 28,500, 25,500 from here. Again, elongated in terms of the inertia on both sides. So those are the levels, right? If we go up 32,600, if we go down 28,500. Ethereum Classic anywhere from current level down to 1850 would be logical DCA. Dogecoin anywhere from current level down to the 7 cents. So like just one interval down from here. Cardano up about 0.4%, anywhere from 51 all the way to like 45, 40 respectively, the flat numbers, right? Solana is down right now. It's still getting the negative foreshadow from the previous sell-off that we saw from Luna, which was just insane. Right now still lingering around the 50. So if we go up 71, if we go down 37, right? XRP down about down about 5%. Anywhere from current level down to 35. All the flat numbers like 40. 35, which is the next level, 30 respectively. Polkadot's 922 at the moment, which is below the 11, right? So if we go up, we'll go up to 1150 as a resistance. We go down, we're going to go down to 850 as a support. Algorand down about 8%, 41 right now, anywhere from current level down to somewhere around 35. So with all the flat numbers like 40, 35, 30 respectively. Shiba Inu is again in between levels again, right? So 1400 was the level that we cracked below, and then is 900, which is the resistance. So we're in between levels right now. So those are levels that I would that would ideally be ping ponging around for. We've been ping ponging for basically 2 weeks out now so far. And MATIC is 64 cents at the moment, anywhere from our level down to 50. 45, respectively, all the flat numbers. AVAX down about 2%. Again, right, anywhere from current level down to 2250 would be logical. Okay. So today's sell-off again, not a major sell-off, but it's mainly due to the misguidance from some of the earnings from tech companies, which has already been butchered across the spectrum, so it's definitely getting killed. And also there are some just negative verbiage coming out from hedge fund managers as well, that are reinforcing the negative pressure, so driving the sell-off that we're seeing. So crypto is getting some correlation effects from it, so which is not something we appreciate, but it is what it is, right? It's a lot of a macro influential type of drag effects that's driving the sell-off, right? So, but ideally, we should be technically just trade on a sideways fashion without a lot of major needle driver all the way until obviously after the Memorial Day weekend, and then subsequently to the FOMC meeting, which is the next macro catalyst that the world is waiting for. And then July, also we'll be having subsequent FOMC meeting, which we hope that Jerome Powell will do us mercy. So appreciate you. Have a good day, and let me know if you have questions. Appreciate you. Bye.